Hey, what's up? It's Vinny Ten at Vinny Ten Ṛaciŋg. Welcome to Monday, right? So every Monday I kind of said in our last video that I kind of give you a little bit of a rant. Some things I like, some things I don't like. So last week you heard about, you know, the motorsports guys and the performance guys and the racing guys. Well, this week I kind of got a little flavor, different, because it happened again this week. So usually if something happens, then it's probably something I'm going to talk about. And it's happened a bunch of times in my career. It hasn't happened once. It has happened probably, I don't know, 15 or 20 times in my career, and it's always funny when it happens because they don't know what to say when I'm done. So this is what happens. So somebody brings in the car, somebody brings in the car, and they come to pick it up, and they inadvertently, either they can't cover the whole nut, so maybe mom and dad comes down, maybe dad comes down. Mostly it's mom, mostly it's a girlfriend, mostly it's a wife. And every effing time, I get the dirtiest looks. I get the worst attitude, okay? Why? Because they're spending time and money with me. And every one of them, the wives, the girlfriend, the family, the mom, the dad, sometimes the dad, are like, you know, this stuff's really expensive. You know, our little junior could be doing so much, you know, more with his life than hanging around at racetracks and building his car. And every time I hear that, I don't care who it is, I don't care. I address it. And one of the ways I address it is in this way. Yeah, so little Johnny over here comes to me and he hangs out with people that love cars, that work on cars, that their whole lives are cars. They spend all their money on cars, right? They spend all their time with cars, right? All of that's 100% correct. And you should thank God for that. You should thank God that your kid, your little Johnny, okay, showed up at my shop or another good shop or showed up in this industry. And I'll tell you why. Because while little Johnny's over here, guess what he's not doing? He's not buying bottles at the club because he got no money. He's not hanging out with his loser drug addict friends because he got no money and he's got no time. Okay? You know what else he's not doing? He's not becoming that. You send little Johnny to college, and not only did he come out with a fucking 4-year loan, he also came out with a gambling fucking habit because a bunch of those kids all bet all through their college careers. Okay? You know what else he's not doing? He's not buying drugs because he's got no money for drugs. He's basically a loser. He goes to work, he works really hard, he takes his money, he takes his talent, his ability as far as it could take him, and he winds up spending his money and his time here. Okay? You think you're gonna get any money back from your son? Okay? No, he's not. As a matter of fact, he's probably going to lose 50% of his money. But you know what? He's going to keep 50% of his money because what he's building has some value. You think he's going to get any money from going to the club? From buying bottles? From giving a ring of jewelry to Mary Jane Rottencrotch? Okay, that's going to break his heart. Okay, and kick his heart into the gutter. And then you're going to be with somebody who's never had experienced a loss, never had a tough day in his life. That's the kind of kid you want to raise? No. You bring your kid into the motorsports business, and let me tell you something. That kid's going to toughen up. He's going to toughen up on all his failures. He's going to toughen up on the things he can't afford. He's going to realize that life is not fair, that Mikey over there has won the sperm lottery, and he's got a truck and a trailer and a fucking 8-second car, a 7-second car, and life's beautiful. But for him, no, for him, he's got to work, and he's got to work really, really hard. So when your kid comes in here and he may spend too much money and you don't like it, thank your lucky fucking stars that he met somebody like me or people like me, because that's the kid that's going to keep your kid alive. All right, so enough of that. Let's move on. As you can see, we cleaned up a little bit. I worked on Sunday. I did come in for a few hours. I moved the next project up, which is going to be a Subaru. The 350Z VQ35 is all bolted together. The reason why the chains aren't going on is because I had to order adjustable cam gears from Jim Wolf, which we did this morning, and also I wanted to powder coat, as I said last week, the front covers. So I got that at the powder coater. I should see that in the next day or so. The cam gears will be here tomorrow. The exhaust cam gears will be here tomorrow because this is a rev up motor, and I did forget it's a VQ35DE RU, which means rev up, and they do have the variable cam on the exhaust. I overlooked it. I realized that when I went to go put on the front cover, we need to put an adjustable cam gear on here. So I called up my buddy over at Jim Wolf, the people over there, Jim Wolf, Clark, Rebecca, Colleen, they're the best when it comes to buying Z parts. I've known them for almost my entire career. I love every one of those guys over there, and they always come through. And they got the best quality parts and definitely the best cams out there. So make a good turbo kit, lots of stuff. All right, let's see what the shop is doing. By the way, say hello to Kennedy. She's our new girl. All right, guys, what's going on? Okay, Mazda. Love Mazdas. Maybe not in love with every model they ever made, but they have made some really good cars. This car's in here. Did it drive in?
Yes.
So this car actually drove in. It's got a check engine light. It was tuned before with a Cobb access port about 1.5 years ago. And to be honest with you, we haven't seen the car since. So we got a call the other day. My car's not running right, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, came in with a check engine light. So we're going to go over the whole car right now and see what's going on. Maintenance-wise, it doesn't look like the guy maintained the car too much. I'm not trying to shit on the guy at all. It looks a little gnarly in here. So we'll see. We'll put some maintenance love to it and see what we can get. Oh, my favorite Range Rover. Oh boy. So, I mean, yes, this car came in with some problems. Yes, the problems weren't ridiculous, but the fact of the matter that Range Rover just put a motor in this car 6 months ago, under warranty, no less. And to see the workmanship and everything that it now needs on this car is just incredible. I mean, down to like the oil filter housing. Whoever did this last literally broke the oil filter housing inside here and just fucking put it back together and let it go. Spring wasn't in correctly. Filter, look at this filter. That's more than 6 months old, my man. And the whole thing just came apart, you know. So, you know, nice cars. They're not bad. It's a supercharged version. It's pretty cool. But man, they got a serious problems with technicians. And this went to 2 different Range Rovers dealers, and both of them were shitty. I just have to say it. They're just shit places. I'm dealing with the parts department. The guys in the parts department are really good. But man, really, really, really crappy workmanship on these cars. Okay, we got Big Yarrick, the monster, wherever he is. Present, there he is. Okay, so we're trying not to show you this car until we're done. We're doing a lot of cool things on it, but one of the cool things that I really like that I will show you is this new radium fuel tank. It is a work of art. It's just a beautiful, beautiful piece. It fits right in the wheel well where it's supposed to. We made the tabs and the brackets, or I should say the monster made the tabs and the brackets to get that all in there. It really, really works well. I'm not even sure. I gotta look through the NHRA to see if I have to have a shield between the driver and the cell. I'm not even sure. I think this allows you not to have to use that shield because of the design on the company, design on the product. So, you know, I'm hoping I don't have to put the shield, but if I do, I do. But man, what a beautiful product. There's a bunch of other little things that we did on this car that we will talk about hopefully towards the end of the week. We are trying to test this car on Saturday. I know it's Mother's Day, but, you know, races, we don't really care, you know. I mean, you know, just, it's a day at the track. We got to get there. Mother's Day, Sunday, Father's Day, New Year's Day. It don't matter what day it is. If you opened up a track on Christmas Day, I guarantee you there'd be drag races there for sure. Anyway, oh, you know what? Cool. You know what we got started? I got something for you. I almost forgot. Steve. Hello. What a surprise to see you here. Anyway, Steve's been working on this. Worked really late on Saturday. And, you know, look at the car. You know, you've seen the harness all over the place. Now it's in the car. It's all laid out. It's basically all tie wrapped in. Really nice work. Got a couple of more wires to touch up, but this thing is going to be ready for the dyno in the next day or so. It's probably ready for the dyno right now. But again, Haltech. What was the name of the Haltech? Oh, Rebel LS. Yeah, it's a Rebel. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of it for a second. The Rebel LS package. Obviously, it's got an LS motor in it. You ready?
It's got the dash too.
Oh, it's got the dash. You ready? Everything working?
Yeah, everything works.
Everything works. Wow, everything works. Fire in the hole, Steve. Let's start this. at that. Look at that. Come on over here. Look how nice that dash setup is, man. Really, really nice. Obviously starts right up. It's gonna do some driving stuff with it. And then on the dyno, dash work is done. Really just a nice, nice car. Hey, Steve. Yeah. You got something on the dyno for us? Wow, look at that. Nice. Steve also has got something on the dyno for us, so let's go over there. Come on, Steve. We're making movies here.
Oh, jeez. I'm not Mr. Spielberg.
No, none of us are. Especially the guys filming. Right, so as you see, Steve and I walked in. He was showing us the Mustang. Obviously, a great job right there. Not done. I can't wait to get it on the rollers and see what it could really do. But it's really nice that Haltech offers the Rebel LS system, and it's really nice that Steve's just an absolute monster and expert with it. So again, a car that comes in 2-3 weeks. It's completely basket case, different motor, no wiring harness, no dash, no computer. And within a few weeks, your car is going to get done right and start up. All right, so we got a car over here. It's kind of dirty. To be honest, it's just kind of beat up a little bit, but you know, it's just a guy that came in and he wanted some stuff on the car, and he did the stuff himself. So this car's got a Cobb intake, it's got a Cobb access port, it's got a
Cobb boost control solenoid.
Yeah, Cobb boost control solenoid and a P&L. Yeah, and a P&L downpipe with this car. So, you know, not a big horsepower car, but again, not everybody that comes here, not everybody that gets on the rollers, not everybody that gets work is going to have an 800, 700, 600 horsepower car, you know, or even 500 horsepower car. A lot of people just want their cars to run better, drive better, last longer, go with some people that know what they're doing as far as tuning and putting these products on the car. And so this is just, you know, when you see the 300 and 400 horsepower cars, that's what that represents. It represents you, the average guy that just wants a little bit more, doesn't want to go crazy, but at the same time can't stand to drive stock. And like I always said, friends don't let friends drive stock. So with that being said, Steve, fire in the hole. All right, 307 horsepower, 320 torque, fairly good line. Boost is starting to drop out a little bit. Typical VB graph. What is it? VA, right, VA. Typical VA graph. I've never been in love with the way these cars graph out on the dyno, but they do run well. Again, you know, we look at a 300 horsepower like it's shit, but yet, you know, when the V6 cars came out in 2003, the VQ platform, you know, it was 300 horsepower and everybody was just enamored by that. But today, with a couple of bolt-ons, your 4-cylinder, whether it's Subaru, Mazda, Honda, I mean, we'll make 400 horsepower, 300 horsepower out of these cars. And to me, you know, just being an average Joe, being able to put a few dollars into the car and wound up with a 300 horsepower 4-cylinder car, to me, that's a knockout.